Abro Aboye Boshisheo, uh, Chief Ifayeme Opatola. A lot of you know me as Fa Opatola, and one that causes and stirs up a lot of controversy in the Ifa and Orisha community. One of the main reasons why I and we've done what we've done is because over the last 30 years of practicing this beautiful religion slash culture, I've seen in the last, predominantly in the last 10 years, people going to different places and being taken advantage of. Case in point, several people came back from Nigeria and they were given a title of what was it? The chief of New York City and the chief of New York State. I've reached out to other people. I live in Brooklyn. I reached out to other people, and people were telling me that they were the king of Brooklyn, that they were given the title of the king of Brooklyn, the queen of queens, etc., etc. And what's happening is that a lot of the reputable houses do not sanction, do not lend to, and do not practice fraud. There are people starting organizations like American Ifa. American Ifa based on what? The persons that claim to be American Ifa, the two persons that run it aren't even initiated to Ifa. So as a result of that, over the last couple of years that I've seen that, I've come out as a spokesperson against fraud. One way to shut my mouth and to not conjure up myself speaking out against you is to produce your credentials, and your credentials doesn't necessarily have to come in the form of a document. There are people that have been initiated 30, 40 years, and their credentials is their affiliation, is their house, is their Ile. There's some unbelievably knowledgeable, talented elders in the community that I support. And they probably don't have a written document, but they have a legacy. They can lend to a Ile, they can lend to an association with an Oba, with the Rabbis, with the Uni, etc., etc., etc. But when you can't produce these documents and you're exacting thousands and thousands of dollars from people, I'm going to speak on it. For those that are new to the Ifa, Orisha, Egungun, Ogboni, any of those beautiful systems of spiritual practice that connects us to our ancestors, I would say this: before you get involved in a system, do your research. Fools rush in. Do your research. If you're attracted or you feel like you're connected to Oshun, or you're manifesting energy of Oshun or Shango, search out a person that claims or that you feel is initiated to those mysteries, and sit down and consult with them, because as practitioners, we are not, how would you say, we are not persons that open up shop and that are selling this beautiful religion. We are servants of the community. We serve our community. That's what being a Babalao, that's what's what being an Ianifa, that's what's being an Araba, that's what's being a priest or a priest of Orisha is about. We serve the community. For myself, I am not a peddler. I do not peddle Ifa. And there are people that use this as a business, as a means to pay their rent. So there's a lot going on. There's things going on in Africa. There's things going on in the States. There are people that are going against each other in terms of titles. And there's nothing the matter with people having disagreements, as long as we come to the conclusion that we need to protect the community against charlatans and frauds. Again, there are a lot of people out there that are great practitioners of this beautiful, wonderful religion called Ifa, Orisha Egungun reverence, and take your time finding out where you fit in at. There's a lot, again, there's a lot of people telling people you are from a lost lineage of kings, and then before you know it, they've been removed of $10,000 or $20,000, or they're doing these initiations that has no ashe, that has no substance to it, and then when they find out the house that they claim to be a part of is no longer up and running, though those charlatans have moved to another place. So I say that to say this. I wish you the best on your quest to finding what it is that you want in this culture, in this religion, and ask a lot of questions, not disrespectful questions, just ask a lot of questions. Your Oluo should be able to introduce you to his Oluo. Your Iya or your Yeye or your Baba or your Babalao should be able to introduce you to those that initiated and taught them. So on your quest, I wish you the best. May Ifa lift you to the status of Olodumare, to the status of sitting at the feet of Olodumare. Odabo.